Have you ever tried to explain yourself to someone over and over again, only to realize they never wanted to understand you in the first place? That realization changes everything. One of the greatest signs of emotional maturity is knowing when to stop explaining. Not every person deserves an explanation. Not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Some people don't misunderstand you because you failed to explain yourself. They misunderstand you because they have already chosen their version of the story, and no amount of words can change a mind that has already decided not to listen. Many of us waste years trying to be understood. We replay conversations in our heads. We think, maybe if I explain it one more time, they'll finally understand. But they don't, because understanding requires willingness, and willingness cannot be forced. Here's a truth that takes many people years to accept. You're not responsible for convincing everyone of your intentions. You know your heart, you know your effort, you know your truth. That is enough. Silence is often mistaken for weakness, but in reality, silence requires strength. Anyone can argue, anyone can raise their voice, anyone can defend themselves endlessly. Very few people have the discipline to walk away peacefully. Think about the ocean. It doesn't argue with every wave, it simply remains vast. Think about the mountains. They never explain their greatness, they simply stand. Nature teaches us something powerful. The strongest things rarely make the most noise. The same can be true for people. There will always be individuals who judge you without knowing you, people who create stories about your life, people who misunderstand your intentions. If you spend your life correcting every opinion, you'll never have time to live your own life. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. Not everyone deserves your energy. Your peace is valuable. Protect it. Sometimes silence says, I refuse to participate in unnecessary conflict. Sometimes silence says, I know who I am. Sometimes silence says, my peace is worth more than this argument. One of the greatest forms of confidence is no longer needing everyone to agree with you. Approval is temporary. Inner peace lasts much longer. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack. Every argument, every misunderstanding, every opinion, every criticism, you keep adding more weight. Eventually, you become exhausted. Now imagine putting that backpack down, not because you gave up, but because you realized it was never yours to carry. Freedom begins there. The moment you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, your actions will always speak louder than your explanations. Kindness speaks, consistency speaks, integrity speaks, character speaks. You don't have to announce who you are. Time will reveal it. People who truly care about you will ask questions before making assumptions. People who truly respect you will listen before judging. Those people deserve your words. Everyone else may only deserve your silence. Silence isn't about pride, it's about wisdom. It is knowing which battles deserve your energy and which ones deserve your absence. There is incredible peace in realizing you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to defend every accusation. You don't have to respond to every opinion. Sometimes the strongest response is no response at all, because your value has never depended on someone else's understanding. Your worth isn't determined by their opinion. Your identity isn't defined by their assumptions. Your life becomes lighter the moment you stop chasing validation and start protecting your peace. Remember this whenever someone refuses to understand you. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Not everyone is supposed to agree with your choices, and that's perfectly okay. Keep moving, keep growing, keep becoming the person you are meant to be without explaining every step, without seeking permission, without asking for approval, because those who truly belong in your life will understand your heart without requiring endless explanations, and those who don't were never listening anyway. So today, choose peace over proving yourself. Choose wisdom over arguments. Choose silence over endless explanations. Because sometimes silence is not surrender. Silence is self respect. Silence is confidence. Silence is freedom. And sometimes, silence is the strongest answer you will ever give.